welcome to our Brits FIBRE Information Evening. My name is Natalie and I'm the Social Media and Marketing Manager for Evotel. I am joined this evening by my colleague Bradley, who will be taking us all through everything we need to know regarding FIBRE. Brad, how are you this evening?
I'm good, thanks to yourself, Natalie.
Very well, thank you.
Good.
A friendly reminder to everybody that you can leave your comments down in our comment section below, and we will answer any and every question you have regarding the coming FIBRE rollout in Brits. So Brad, the first thing that I'm sure everybody is wanting to know is, who is Evotel?
Evotel is a fibre network provider that's been connecting communities to high-speed fibre internet since 2015. We're an open access fibre to the home network operator delivering stable and uncompromised fibre networks to all homes within our suburbs that we've rolled out to. We're an open access network, meaning we provide the freedom of choice when it comes to selecting out of one of the 21 ISPs that we have on our network. And we're currently in the process of onboarding the likes of Vodacom and Cellc in the next few months. Our speeds range from anything from a 5 megabits per second line up until a 1 gigabits per second line, meaning that you get to choose between various packages that best suit the needs of your family and your household. So a lot of choice.
We love some choice.
Good.
We're wanting to know, well, I'm wanting to know, what are the benefits of an aerial fibre rollout?
Very good question. The first benefit of an aerial fibre rollout is the fact that we are able to roll out a network a lot quicker than your conventional trench solutions. Obviously with that, maintenance and repairs is completed a lot quicker because it's above ground and we have 24-hour access to the network. We're able to repair damages or do maintenance within a 72-hour time frame, which is extremely quick. Obviously fibre is the fastest form of internet available throughout the world. So you're able to utilize lightning fast and stable internet once we've deployed the network. The beauty of open access, freedom of choice when it comes to selecting out of the 21 internet service providers that we have on our network. And obviously that grows with time as well, so the choice just becomes a lot more. And that then ultimately gives you the best service as well, because you've got 21 internet service providers competing for your services. That then naturally will reduce the cost that you spend on your fibre packages, meaning you can actually save a lot of money on your internet bill when you switch to fibre. So you can utilize that money for various other things because you won't have to worry about spending an arm and a leg on your internet. And then free fibre for every school that we pass during our rollout. So one of the initiatives that we will speak further down in the presentation, but something that definitely is a benefit of an Evotel aerial fibre rollout.
Everybody is obviously excited to have fibre brought to the Brits area. Can you give us a bit more information regarding the timelines?
So before we start construction, we usually do an expression of interest survey where we try and interact and engage with the community members within Brits. We try and do this a lot sooner before we do the public participation evening like we are doing tonight. Which is the next step in the build, where we host an evening like this, interact with members of the community, answer any questions that you might have, and just show you a little bit more about the rollout. The next step, once we've done all of that, is the marking and repositioning of additional poles where we need to plant supplementary poles. So you'll see we'll start marking areas within your suburb on your sidewalk where we want to plant a pole. If that pole is not in a suitable location, we then will interact with you to find a suitable location. So that's one of the steps that we take before the project starts. Obviously then once all of that has happened and the site is ready, we then start with the construction part of everything where the build begins. We roll out. Once we've completed the civil work, we then host another evening similar to this where we also interact with the community again. We identify if there are any queries or concerns that we need to address before we sign off on the area. And once everyone is happy, we make the suburb live and we start getting people connected. The Brits rollout includes the three below areas, which is Brits SP, Elandsrand and Premindia. However, during the rollout, the build might extend into other areas depending on interest within the surrounding areas. So if there is an area that we possibly haven't mentioned tonight, should you be interested, please go and show interest on our website, and we'll then investigate into how do we bring fibre to the rest of Brits as well.
While users are on the website, they're going to come across something called an ISP. What exactly is an ISP and what role do they play in our fiber connection?
So as you can see on the slide, we've got some very cool ISPs on a network, 21 of them in total, and obviously this is growing over a period of time. An internet service provider is essentially the person or the company that will provide you with the data services. So how I like to explain it is Evotel provides the highway, and the internet service providers provide you with the vehicle and determine how fast you can drive on that highway. Obviously the infrastructure we lay, we're able to provide line speeds of up to 1 gigabits per second, and then the ISPs will then offer the data services on those line speeds. So when you get billed as a customer, you do not get billed directly by Evotel. We are merely there to lay the infrastructure and to make sure that the infrastructure gets installed into every home that wishes to have the infrastructure installed, and then the service providers will then look after you as a customer at the end of that and make sure that they provide you with data packages at a very affordable costs.
That's awesome. Aside from our school initiative, which is something we're going to go into a little bit more later on, I know we have another initiative that we run through, and that is placing camera nodes down in various areas.
Yes.
Why would we do that?
So one of the initiatives that we're really excited about bringing to the city of Brits, and it's something that we work hand in hand with the municipality as well as the SAPS and local CPF forums, is we will, together with these parties, identify what we call crime hotspots, where we will then make sure that fibre is provisioned to specific spots within the suburb, and then alongside our trusted camera partner, we'll ensure that cameras, CCTV cameras go up in those specific spots. These are predominantly at municipal offices, schools, power or substations. So there's a lot of areas that we can make sure that we keep the community safe. And obviously we offer this camera feed free of charge to the municipality and to the local CPF and SAPS forums. Obviously they have to have a compliant control room, and we'll provide that free of charge. And then we also make these services available to local security companies that can also utilize these camera nodes to add an extra layer of security within the city of Brits. These cameras are super cool. They have the latest technology when it comes to license plate recognition. They have artificial intelligence to pick up any irregular movements within the suburb, which will then notify all the relevant parties associated, just to make sure that we can then use this connectivity that we've provided to Brits to add various different security elements, etc., in the city of Brits.
That's awesome. To keep the community safe is definitely something that we strive for.
Definitely.
So obviously fibre is something new that's coming to Brits. No one really knows what it's going to look like, what's going to happen.
Yes.
Can we go a bit more into that so that we can show what's going to come?
Yeah, sure. So the first image, you can see two contractors busy opening up a small trench to plant a supplementary pole. Again, this is where we need to plant a pole in order for us to lay the infrastructure. The trench is not very big. You can see we don't have to open the entire sidewalk, meaning less disruption to existing infrastructure running under the ground. We want to be able to roll out a network that doesn't disrupt the community and leave a community possibly without electricity or water during these tough times. So this is just one of the initiatives that we use to ensure minimal disruption. We obviously plant those poles at a certain depth to ensure that they're stable, and we do secure them with a dry cement mix with the soil to ensure that they're stable. The second image just gives you an indication of what a completed build will look like. As you can see, we strive in making sure that the network blends in with your surroundings. We plant these supplementary poles closest to trees, and we string the fiber through those trees without having to cut any branches or cut down any trees. And this obviously just allows the network to blend in with the surrounding areas. And then the third image, you can see two lovely gentlemen utilizing existing light pole infrastructure within the city to string fiber on as well. So we will utilize existing infrastructure to roll out the network as well.
That's so cool to watch and see just exactly what's about to come through.
Definitely.
Now onto my favorite part of Evotel is our school initiative. Let's go into a bit more about that.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's something that everyone at Evotel is super excited about. We strongly believe that it's one of our initiatives as a business to be able to give back to community, and what better way to give back to a community than making sure that future leaders are given the opportunity to succeed. And we will provide every single school that we pass with a free connection that will allow students to utilize this network to do webinars, research, interact with their teachers, and teachers interact with their students. And yeah, again, it's one of the best ways that we can give back to the community. So we look forward to connecting every single school within our rollout to a free fibre connection.
Now, I know you're not a fan of bragging, but I feel like we've got some pretty cool achievements under our belt. Let's go a bit more into that.
Definitely. So we're proud to say that over the last 2 years, we've been able to connect approximately 2,000 homes per month to our fibre network, resulting in us having connected over 17,000 homes over the last 2 years. And we're expecting to build past another 80,000 homes in the next year, including Brits. Obviously, we're super proud of our schools initiative. We've had the privilege of connecting multiple schools to our fibre network, and we're excited to have Brits as one of those areas where we'll be connecting every single school. We've connected over 6,600 active users to our network, where people are now able to utilize this high-speed fibre network to do everything that they need to do, from school, work, streaming, etc. And the beauty of our network is we've had an average uptime of 99.96% since going live in 2015. This is also because of an aerial network, because we have access to the infrastructure at all times. We're able to ensure that repairs, etc., are done extremely quick, so that you as an end user do not have downtime where you can't access the internet for whatever reason. Obviously, we're very committed to employing local labor during this rollout to ensure that we give back to the community in various ways. So one of the initiatives that we do take very seriously is we allow local businesses to benefit from this rollout. This varies from local contractors to advertising agencies, etc. And then something that we're super excited to implement in Brits is what we call Business in a Box. It's a reseller package where we reach out to community members that are wanting to make extra money on the side, or possibly earn an extra living and look after their families. But it allows you to interact with your fellow community members, become a community champion, help people sign up, explain packages and what fibre is, etc. And then Evotel will pay these community champions per sale. So it allows you to earn a little bit of money during the process and during the rollout as well.
That's awesome. I enjoy that. We're going to head over to our comments section now. And a few questions are coming in regarding what do our poles look like? And if it is planted somewhere or there's a marking somewhere, is it possible to get that moved to better suit my needs?
Yes, definitely. So we utilize gum poles. These are used for telecoms purposes. Obviously, they are painted dark brown color to blend in with the trees within your surrounding areas. If you do see a pole marking outside of your premises that's not in a suitable location, you can reach out to us at info@evotel.co.za, or if you're on the WhatsApp group that we've created, you can then reach out to us on there or contact us. We'll then ensure that a project manager meets with you on site so that we can find a suitable location so that the pole is not an inconvenience to you at all.
Great to know. If a school is wanting to get connected to fibre, how do they go about doing that?
So again, as mentioned in the previous question, you can interact with us both on our website, you can interact with us on our Facebook page, you can send us an email to info@evotel.co.za as well. We will then pick up the phone, give the school a call, set up a time to come and actually meet with the school and then see what the school needs, and we'll then take it from there. But definitely reach out to us on all the social media platforms, etc., and we'll get back to the school.
Just a friendly reminder to everybody to please pop your questions down in our comment section so that we can answer anything that you might have to ask. One of the things that we do need to know or wanting to know is, do we have freedom of choice when it comes to who we use as our service provider?
Definitely. So open access basically allows you as an end user to choose from whatever package or ISP you would like. We as Evotel will never force you into choosing an internet service provider. That is a choice that you make on your own. I would advise that you do some research, go have a look at all the internet service providers that we have on our network, start interacting with them, see what types of value-added services they can provide, such as VoIP, which is a voice over internet protocol, meaning you can make phone calls using your data. So there's various things that the different ISPs offer, so it's all about what best suits your needs. But I would strongly advise, do the research, give the guys a call, they'll gladly assist you in choosing the right package.
Fantastic to know. On average, an average time frame,
Yeah.
what are we looking at for live dates for Brits?
So an aerial rollout is, like I mentioned, a lot quicker than a conventional trench solution. A build such as Brits can take anything between 8 to 12 weeks to complete. However, it is a construction project, so there are various delays that could happen that are unforeseen. But should the build run smoothly, an area could be live within 8 to 12 weeks.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, I'm just going down through our chat here. Fibre compared to LTE, one of the benefits.
So one of the benefits is fibre over LTE. Fibre is a stable internet connection. We provide every single home with a fibre strand. Obviously, should you take up the service, we install a fibre strand directly into that property, which you don't share with any other community member, essentially. LTE is a wireless solution, although it's great. It, however, is unstable. If there's more than one user utilizing that wireless network, you will see some decrease in your line speeds, etc. Whereas fiber, it's a point-to-point solution, meaning if you're paying for a 20 megabits per second line, you will be receiving 20 megabits per second line speed.
Fantastic. Now, as you mentioned, we have our ISPs who are here to assist our users on their side. So if somebody has a question regarding their router, what's the best way to go about it?
The best way is to, if you're having issues with line speeds or router queries, etc., is to contact your ISP directly. They have 24-hour support, or most of them have 24-hour support, where you can then interact with someone at the ISP and they can walk you through anything that you need assistance with. If you are unable to get through to someone at your internet service provider, we are more than happy to also assist you in any way. So you can also log a ticket with our support team that will then facilitate any queries with the internet service providers directly. But I would advise you to contact the people that actually look after you as an end user, which would be your internet service provider.
Where can users view which internet service providers are on our network?
So if you go to our website and you type your address under the coverage, it will tell you whether there is fiber coverage in your area. You'll fill out your details, and then the next step will be for you to select your services and your packages, and you can then filter between line speeds, pricing, etc., and it will kind of filter through all the different service providers that offer those services at that price and line speed. But all of the packages are available on our on our website. So you can view everything and anything on our website.
Fantastic. We seem to have powered through the questions that we have on our platforms. So I think that's us for this evening. A friendly reminder that if you do have any questions that we have not answered, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below and we will reply to you and get back to you as soon as possible. A friendly reminder to also reach out to us at info@evotel.co.za, or you can find out more information via our website at evotel.co.za, or alternatively you can give us a call at 0860 386 835. Thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.